Immediately before being elected into this place, I worked in finance at a venture capital fund where I served as a member of its impact committee. My role was to evaluate the counterfactuals of an investment, that is, what would the cost or the impact be had the fund not invested into a particular climate tech solution? What if we invested at Series A and B rather than at Series C? Or what if we didn't invest at all? When governments put their budgets together, you'd hope that they would also be asking these kinds of questions. What's the cost and the likely return of investing in this policy over that one? And what if we invest in early prevention rather than coughing up at treatment time? So let's turn our mind to defence, for example. The government has never really produced an economic calculation of investing in AUKUS. It's a key strategy to deter future aggressors and to defend our nation. Experts simply opine that compared to the other options, it's the superior move, and hence we commit $368 billion to it over a full 30 years. Now let's look at healthcare, where we are starting to weigh up the policy options. Health insurers offer members rebates to have regular dental checkups, and governments do it for bowel and breast cancer screening. Why? Because their experts, generally actuaries, show them that investing to prevent harm early saves money, and saves money over the longer term, and it saves a lot of money. But when it comes to climate change impacts, so far we simply don't do these things. Instead, we do this. Firstly, we rely on volunteers, such as those in the RFS, to prepare us for wildfires by carrying out fuel hazard reductions. And we rely on volunteers in the SES to help us with emergency response and recovery from storms and floods. We basically rely on the goodwill of volunteers in our communities. But in a changing climate, we can't rely forever on the kindness of strangers. The second thing we do when things get really bad all at once is we call in the members of the ADF and spread what is already very thin capacity across a terribly broad and complex response situation. When the ADF is called out to do this, when they assist state and local authorities with evacuations, logistics, clean-up and other critical support operations, they are not defending our country. Our ADF should not be deployed to clean up after climate crises. It's uneconomic and it's unfair on the personnel. We can't continue to fail to internalise the externalities, to fail to appropriately cost a clean-up on climate. We need to get on the front foot, and doing so will help ready our communities to weather the onslaught of a changing climate, to free up our ADF personnel and community volunteers for where they can better serve, and to save Australians money by investing in preventative measures up front. And that's why I find it extremely easy and pleasing to stand here today, Deputy Speaker, and second this motion put by the member for Warringah and commend it to the House and Chamber.
Okay.